Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a great New Year's. So sorry for the late video. I've been wanting to do this video for a while before the New Year's, but things came up and I was unable to shoot the video, and trying to see how I would shoot the video because I'm not doing the grafting myself. So I'm just sharing the info that where I got my technique, where I learned all my grafting. So to start out, you need basic tools for grafting. So, and you don't have to have the same brand, but I'll walk you through all this stuff here. And you don't have to buy the whole box. I bought the whole box because once I start grafting, I graft day after day and all day long. So I need a lot of, and I have a lot of, I'm on a large property. I have lots of fruit tree, and I do a lot of experimenting. So to do a lot of experimenting, I have to have a lot of stuff supply to practice on. So this is one brand that I use. Here's another brand that I use, and I buy in a large roll. I already finished half of it, and I'm glad I did bought the whole roll because I didn't realize how fast I go through them. So you could cut it in small strip. You could order online, eBay or Amazon, in square footage or a smaller strip. But since I'm doing so much, I buy the whole entire roll instead, and I already finished almost half of it. So just to share this, and you could buy single roll instead of the whole entire box. And this is this brand is really good for the summer, but if you grafting in the cold weather, it does not work well in cold weather. It breaks. The tape will break. It does not work in cold temperature. Just for your info, this is only work well in the spring, in the warm fall and summer. When the temperature drop, it doesn't work. So you have to go to this tape. This tape works great in cold or hot weather. And this one is a Japanese brand, is the most expensive brand. It works great in cold or hot. It's extremely stretchy. Now I understand it's wider, so expensive. So I buy a large quantity of this, depending on what I'm using it for and the temperature. And this other tape that I also use for grafting. This one is to label so I could see it better. I could write on here with the permanent ink on here. Even the permanent ink, it does fade in the sun if you leave it on for a long time. It does fade, just for your info. And it comes in neon color, fuchsia, orange, red, blue, yellow. So I have different color for different type of trees that I'm doing, and I do use electrical tape for grafting also, especially on larger branches. And this I use it on larger branches also, different size, thickness here, width. So and you do need a good grafting or couple different type of grafting knife. This is two. I have more, but just an example. And I do use plastic if you're going to do grafting, and if it's going to rain the next within 2 weeks of your graft, you have to use plastic. And I use this plastic. I purchased this from Walmart, including the rubber band from Walmart. Is cheaper there, and is the thickness of the rubber band. I use it for heavy duty on grafting to tie the tape together, and it gradually disintegrate after a few weeks without you removing the tape. If you use this tape or the electrical tape, you have to go back and remove the tape, otherwise it will strangle your tree, your graft. So you have to remember. But if you use smaller regular general everyday grafting, I use the rubber band. So if I forget, it will eventually falls apart, comes apart, and you don't have to remove the tape. Just for your info. So, and once I know 100% the graft took, the cutting took, then I use the permanent marker on there and I tie it to the branch. And do use alcohol, but before you do any grafting, you have to make sure you wash your blade, your grafting knife really well with soap and water. And also take a small bottle of alcohol to disinfect, because every tree you go to, when you graft, you have to disinfect every tree. So instead of going back to the house, rewash your knife, you could spray it with alcohol to disinfect. And if you're going to spend all that time grafting and time and energy and material going to grafting, I would highly, you need to practice sanitation on your knife. Otherwise you wasting a lot of time and effort going into grafting if you don't do disinfect your implement. So and also, since I cannot do the actual grafting video, I'll share with you all the information that I learned in YouTube video over the years that I subscribe to. And you could go on to their channel and I'll share this with you, so hang on. And a lot of stuff I learned, there's two YouTuber on that I subscribe to. They're really good. And those are expert. One is from Florida. The other one is a Japanese YouTuber from Japan. And I'm pretty sure it's the same channel that Gary from Laguna Hill Nursery, the owner of Laguna Hill, because I watch a lot of his YouTube. I have not been to his classes because it's all the way down to one of this day I will, attend his class. And he's really good on soil and, on gardening. And he did mention on a lot of his video that he got his information from Japan. And I think I know the channel that he's talking about is called the Japanese Fruit Cultivation Technology in Japan, and everything is all indoor, greenhouse indoor. So you could go on that channel and I will show you the channel. So and I'm sharing you everything that I learned from expert. So so just hang on. And here is a YouTuber, an expert that I subscribe to his channel. This is an old video, it's at least 10 years old. So I'm just sharing with you the info and who I subscribe to. And one of the video he showed different technique of grafting. And this is a single bud veneer avocado graft. So you could go on to his channel, watch if you like it. He's an expert. He also owns a farm. He's a researcher. He shares information to the university, to the public. And I know even he doesn't have a lot of video, but I found his channel and I use a lot of his technique. So I'm just sharing this with you. You could go on to his channel and watch the entire video. If you're not into long video, then this is not for you. Some of the video show on here, the people that I subscribe to, is long video. So it's very educational, and I learn all my grafting, all different technique, all on YouTube at my convenience. I don't have to go, I don't have to leave my house. So And if you don't want to learn how to graft, you could hire a professional. You could hire people to do the grafting for you. So you don't have to, because it does takes time. If you're passionate about fruit tree growing stuff and grafting, then this is one of the channel that I subscribe to. So hang on. And here's the same video, but this one he already finished one of the graft, and he's doing another on the same branch, upper. So and also if you have a rare cutting and most people use only one cutting, you could cut that in small sliver and do multiple graft on one cutting. I don't know if I'm getting this across, but I'm just sharing this with you. Here, I'll play his video.
Here, and we're gonna use the regular plastic tape. We're gonna do the other one right in here. First, we'll do the cut, which is first a deeper angle, and then you cut the wedge. There we go, perfect. Then we're gonna take this particular bud here.
So this is what he's doing, is a single bud graft.
There we go. I try not to touch it with your fingers. Just wedge it in there.
See? My previous video that I showed the result.
We're just going to come now with the regular tape, the regular plastic tape.
The graft that it took, that's identical to what I did after watching his video.
Here is the same process. You leave the bud for the end. Make sure you wrap it around. You go around, make sure you cover all the areas so it'll be secure, as much waterproof as possible.
So if it's gonna rain, you have to protect it.
Now we're gonna come
with
a piece of parafilm or body tape and just put it over to preserve the humidity and the freshness of the bud that is beginning to grow. Now we come with a piece of body tape. We decided to use body tape. We stretch it, wrap it around, stretch it, make sure you don't break it, stretch it, and seal it. In 30 days or less, you'll see these buds beginning to push out through the body tape and start growing.
And here's another YouTuber that I watch, and I also subscribe to his channel. And I'm pretty sure this is the channel that Gary Matsuoka from Laguna Hill Nursery, the owner of Laguna Hill Nursery in Southern California, mentioned. And I think I found it because all his this Japanese fruit cultivation technology from Japan, he's an expert. He show you different technique of grafting and air laying and how to prune. And this is all indoor control environment, greenhouse, huge greenhouse that he study and he's sharing with the public. So this is who I watch also. It's a great YouTuber. You could subscribe to his channel. A lot of his channel is long, but it's very educational. So this is who I learned from, and I just want to share it with you. If you're curious, you could go onto his channel and hang on. I'll play a little bit of what he have to say.
In parafilm tape first, because we're grafting outdoors and want to avoid moisture loss. Since the buds are already swollen, Wrapping first makes the process easier.
And here's another video. It's a good video. This is fake that he's showing a single butt, graft technique. This is one technique that he's using. You could use this the same way with avocado, citrus, and stone fruit. Peaches, nectarine, cherry, you could use the same method applied to a lot of fruit tree, most fruit tree actually. So, and you can see this is, another channel I watch. There's so many good channel out there. Just, I encourage you to learn how. If you don't want to, you don't have the time, then you could hire someone to do the graft for you. And if they're grafting for you, then they should also have the cuttings provide for you also. So any question, comment right down below. And sorry, I cannot do the demonstration myself. There's so much info on YouTube that you could learn, and it's at your convenience. So, and don't be intimidated. The more you do, the more grafting you do, the faster you get at it, and the easier. And once you see the result of your work, of your graft took, is so exhilarating. Is You get this high. I don't know how else to describe the feeling, when you know your graft took. And try different technique. This is just one technique. So I encourage you. Please subscribe if you have any question. I'm sharing everything I learn to you, and give me thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you, and sorry I cannot do the actual grafting.